for dinner, but in Mr. Burns' eyes, dining at the same table as Homer was nothing short of an insult. Mr. Burns looked down on Homer and also despised Larry for his boorish behavior, which deeply upset Larry. To test how much Mr. Burns cared about Larry, Homer decided to fake Larry's kidnapping. Mr. Burns called the police at once.
Kidnap my Larry. I won't rest until he's returned to me.
Having lost his son, he was overcome with grief. Even though he loathed his son's vulgar manners, he still wished him safety and health. Meanwhile, Homer hid Larry in the basement. Larry quickly bonded with the Simpson family. At that time, Mr. Burns was searching everywhere for Larry together with the police. All of a sudden, the kidnapper's call came through.
This is the kidnapper.
How much proof do you need? 5,000? 6,000?
Faced with Mr. Burns' questioning, Homer hung up the phone in a panic. The police's lead went cold right then and there. News of Larry's kidnapping soon hit the TV headlines. Marge didn't want to get into trouble, so she told Homer to send Larry back to Mr. Burns right away. The two had no choice but to leave, but as soon as they stepped out the door, they were caught on camera. Homer immediately got in the car with Larry and fled in a hurry. To escape the police chase, the two ran for their lives and finally took shelter in a movie theater to watch a film.
Shh! Some people are trying to watch a movie.
But the police soon caught up, and the TV station was even broadcasting the whole thing live. Bart hoped Homer could fight his way out, but fortunately, it was just a computer-generated image. When the police arrived at the theater, it was already empty. The two fled all the way to the rooftop. The police soon spotted Homer, and the chief pointed a gun at him. At the critical moment, Larry stepped in front of Homer.
Wait! I mean, Homer's no kidnapper, but he's the best friend I ever had. We faked the whole thing.
Sometime, but suddenly, the phone rang. Lisa answered it, and it turned out to be Grandpa calling. Homer was thoroughly disappointed. Marge asked Grandpa what the problem was at the nursing home. Abe said that the authorities had come for an inspection and declared that the conditions there were unfit for living. Homer pointed out that the contract they'd signed clearly stated that as long as you can stay alive, it's fine, but the staff said that even staying alive might be a problem. They'd found that the ambulance there had minor faults. The nurses were mannequins, and the cola vending machine only had rats in it. Homer didn't want Abe to come home with him. Suddenly, he remembered there was a pet boarding center nearby Perfect. He thought, where Abe could even get a dog for company. Marge looked over and noticed two other elderly people with no one to pick them up. After asking, she found out their families weren't around, so she kindly invited them to come home with them too. Homer complained that dealing with just Abe was already enough, and now there were three of them. Marge replied, "You'll get old too someday. Have a little more empathy." The three elderly people followed Marge home. Grandpa thought the basement was not bad. Marge told Homer to hurry and bring down the camp bed. Bart deliberately stood in front of Homer to block him, and the next second, Homer met with Miss Fortune. Their wedding anniversary. What Marge really wanted was a gift from Homer. Homer had something big planned, but he wanted to keep it a surprise, so he faked a back injury, asking Marge to pick up some painkillers for him. The pharmacy, though, was a few hours' drive from Springfield. Marge didn't want to go, but she couldn't just leave Homer in pain. As soon as she left, Homer called in some help. 9 years earlier, the two of them had ridden a little train on their anniversary, and now Homer had refurbished it. He wanted Marge to relive that joy right at home. Marge was upset. Homer had been acting strange lately, and today of all days was no exception. That's when she thought of the man she'd met on a dating site, handsomer and funnier than Homer. And more importantly, they had so much in common. By the time Marge got home, it was night. The anniversary had come and gone. Just as she felt a pang of disappointment, a small train suddenly chugged into view up ahead. That's when Marge realized Homer's odd behavior these days had all been about planning this surprise. All their friends had turned up to celebrate and witness this 10th anniversary milestone. This scene is really heartwarming.